Blessings in abundance. I'm too smart to be broke. Black power this, black power that. But what does it mean if you can't pay your bills? I'll say it again. People beat you in the head with all this so-called black liberation movement rhetoric. But how come none of the information, none of the narrative has anything to do with making money? How come whenever we start talking about money, all of a sudden, it's like we doing our people a disservice? All of a sudden, it's evil. You know, people will tell you the love of money is the root of all evil. They say all sorts of stuff. Oh man, I really believed in you, but I didn't know you was going to be talking about money. But then they'll go into the church and pass that evil collection plate around and collect money. I shouldn't talk to you about money, but then when you are done listening to me, you got to pay your bills. You got to send your children to school. You might have emergencies. So I would be remiss for me to be in a situation that I'm in as far as being materially successful. I would be remiss if I didn't propagate data that can empower you as well. It would be wrong for me to know what I know and only talk to you about history. Is knowing or having knowledge yourself wrong? Absolutely not. But whenever I talk about money, and people are like, oh, why you got to do that? I don't say why you got to talk about white people. I don't say why you got to talk about our oppression. There's a time and place for all of that. We could prioritize our information, but we need this information. Imagine if all black people, most black people, can't afford it whether they realize it or not, got insurance policies, right? Maybe pay $150, $200 a month, whatever, what have you. Then we would guarantee that if we were victims of police brutality, which we complain about quite often because it is relevant, many of our children would get $500,000, $1 million in light of our death. And then guess what? I guarantee police brutality would be on an all-time decline if more black people had insurance. Life insurance. If more black people had life insurance, police brutality would be on an all-time decline because they would have to cash this out $1 million at a time for just paying $200-300 a month. That's what happens when we make adult decisions. Let alone your untimely death, it would be right and it would be great if our children could inherit wealth. And then they got insurance policies that most of us don't know about where we can borrow against the policy, meaning most of the insurance policies that our people get are death insurance policies, not life insurance policies.